There are more than 4,000 branded petrol stations in South Africa, and that number is growing. This despite fuel retailers facing increasing challenges, especially in the form of a slow economy and clean energy.
Despite an expected fuel price cut at the end of the month, the Fuel Retailers Association says South Africans are going to be paying more at the petrol pump in the short term. This comes after drone attacks at an oil field in Saudi Arabia over the weekend took out 5% of the world's oil supply. It led to a 20% increase in the global price of Brent crude oil. The Fuel Retailers Association is convening its third conference at the Johannesburg Expo Centre in Newzroom this week.
Oil has always been a volatile industry. You can never say you've got it right, because we are always affected by the geopolitical environment. And what makes it worse is that we as South Africa are actually a net importer. I think that expectation is going to change with what has happened in Saudi Arabia. As I said, that is bound to actually affect us. And my short-term view is that we must expect some kind of increases for the short-term to medium.
In the recent discussion document published by National Treasury, government proposed reducing the price of petrol for local producers.
The pump price is regulated for petrol, right? So that's point number one. So everybody must get the same price. Now, the fact that Sasol can only supply 30%, are we then saying only 30% of people must get a price advantage? What happens with the 70%? I think when we move to deregulation at some point in time, if we ever do, then each player in the market will then look at how they become competitive, and obviously then Sasol will come in very strongly.
Fuel costs already carry a number of levies, including one that contributes to the Road Accident Fund. But now the Automobile Association is recommending that the cost of the Gauteng e-tolls be filtered into the price.
Collecting levies via the litre of petrol or fuel is actually the most cost-effective way. But obviously there are other issues that one needs to balance in terms of the rich subsidizing the poor.
For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Farron Collins in Johannesburg.
The South African Revenue Service says it'll take some time